Welcome back to Soch in Motion. We are in episode 7, and today I was reminded while we were on our drive that not everything can be imagined or visualized from our offices or 35,000 feet above sea level. For some things, you have to hit the ground. I'm saying this because while we were on our drive, there was a small structure that was perched on a mountain, and you see it. I tried searching for it, but we didn't find it on Google Maps. And analogy to that is insights, right? When we're hitting the ground, we're meeting students, we're meeting professors and teachers, we're realizing that what we think, imagine, assume back in our offices is very different from ground reality. So it's another full house, Avi, and they're as excited to see you as you are, right? So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on meeting students of Tumkur today?
The students at Tumkur definitely were very energetic, I would say. They were a bit shy to start with, but then asked a bunch of questions when you pushed them. And it's similar. A lot of the concerns, a lot of the questions, the fact that this financial awareness is required has become more and more clear with each session that we've done. It is important to have younger students, younger minds start down this investment journey as soon as possible and as early as possible. Because that ability to kind of look out longer term, compound that return, needs to be understood early.
Right. It was a full house. We, of course, had a mixture of boys and girls. There was a majority of girls, but we had to have boys. But the questions came in from the boys.
Yep.
The questions didn't come in from the girls.
Correct.
But in your one-on-one conversation, you were surrounded by all the girl students.
Yep.
So does this actually say anything about the fact that women need confidence? They need to be empowered with information so that they can speak up for themselves. So any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think that was the one that just kind of confirmed or it resonated in the sense that it's not that they didn't understand what we were talking about. It's not that they didn't have questions, but they did, to a certain extent, didn't feel confident enough to ask those questions. But one-on-one, they were just as confident asking those questions. They felt comfortable enough to get those, kind of make those queries. So I think a lot of that comes from the ability and the knowledge that you gather, and then feeling relatively confident enough to say that, okay, well, I may not know this, but I can ask and get the information, right? So I think that goes back to that original thing. Nobody likes to look silly, and therefore you never ask a question when in reality, everybody around you would have rather asked the same questions. I think it's just more getting them across the line there.
Yeah. Also, the kind of questions that the girls asked you, right? And your questions to them saying, what are your dreams? And are you seeing a difference in the dreams that India has and the dreams that Bharat has? And do you see there is something that we can do to help accelerate the pace at which they can achieve those dreams?
No, I think the dreams or the aspirations are fairly similar. I think they all are trying to effectively make themselves better or have a better life. So whether that means having a house, building a house, having a car, saving up and investing in their higher education, they're all the same kind of aspirations. I think the difference might be just starting points, right? And I think there we need to make very clear, concentrated effort to build out to that reach within Bharat. Right? I don't think India needs that. I mean, the metropolitan cities already have a lot of that information and access, but it is very crucial that we reach out to rural India and the smaller towns.
Yeah. On that note, we come to a closure of episode 7. In Tumkur, growth isn't flashy, it's layered, ingrained in tradition, reaching for opportunity, and maybe built with patience. Up next, more roads and more real stories. And remember, you might start your day with a coconut, end it climbing a hill, and somewhere in between, learn a quiet lesson about persistence and progress. Stay tuned. We'll be back again soon. if you like what you're seeing, you're liking our journey, the route that we are taking, the people we're meeting, the different cohorts of women, their insights, whatever it may take for us to resonate with you as in our audience watching it, let us know. And like, comment, share. This message has to reach far and wide, and we need your support for it. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.